Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna go through some pictures on the Facebook website. To me, the league trying to put LeBron on this high pedestal.
Yeah.
LeBron is my age. Like,
Um,
come on, man. Let some of the young guys get some of that shine.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I wouldn't. I don't mind anybody, being there. It's just different seeing teams that nobody expected to be there. You feel me? Like, did nobody expect OKC to have a season like they had, to make it to the chip? Did nobody expect the Pacers to breeze through people or have tough battles that they pull out? Wasn't nobody expecting that? And that's the great thing when you can't expect the unexpected, and you get brung into this situation to where now, you got two teams that nobody expected to be here pull off something, that astonishing. And at the end of the day, that's history in the making to me.
Yeah,
You know, and LeBron, I always been a LeBron fan, you feel me? So, LeBron, I want LeBron to play, show these people why they call you the king. That's me. You feel me? Just like if Mike was still here, you feel me? I want you to show them why you are the Messiah. You get what I'm saying?
yeah, but he 40 going on 41. At some point, that Messiah thing is gonna go down. I mean, I'm not trying to hate on LeBron, but
Yeah, yeah.
your body's gonna start breaking down. That's what happens to all of us when we get old.
That's true. That's true.
Your
And
body's gonna start breaking down, and at some point, time is gonna be running out.
yeah. And you gotta look at it like this too though. The crazy part about it, if you think about it, LeBron never had any major injuries in his career. He put so much money into eating healthy, working out, and having his body like a temple. You feel me? Just like every other athlete did. They invested in themselves in order to last long. You feel me? Like, look at Vince Carter. Vince Carter retired at 42. You feel me? He still had stuff in the tank to go. He still was giving you buckets after buckets. LeBron is doing the same thing, and I just like Mike. If Mike would have stayed in the league and then retire, you know how many championships he would have had.
Yeah, yeah,
You feel
man,
me?
and just to keep your body healthy and eat right, that's a whole lifestyle that you gotta tap into. A lot of people don't understand that, man. It's like when you get on a diet, you gotta tap into that. When you get your body right, you gotta tap into that. You gotta
Yeah,
eat right, exercise right, and do all that.
yeah.
Some people got it to do it, and some people just don't.
No, that's true. You got to be very disciplined. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It's hard at times. You feel me? Because sometimes, like I didn't talk to a lot of different, NBA players, a lot of people that I didn't, rub elbows with or play ball with that used to be in the NBA. You feel me? And they
Hmm.
tell you like, yo, it's hard getting on the road and not wanting to get some wings. You feel me? It's hard getting on the road
Yeah,
and not wanting to, get out your routine, but you got to stay disciplined and focused because the main goal everybody has is I need to win a chip. I want to win a chip. You feel me?
yeah.
So all in all, I said that's the same thing I had to do. You remember when I played ball when I was younger? You feel me? Like I had to do the same thing. You used to tell me, "Hey, cuz you better get that salad." You feel me? And like it was the same thing.
That was the old saying. That was the old saying, man. That old saying.
I started. You remember I started off skinny. I didn't get this weight on me until I went and played for Prairie State College back home.
Yeah.
Worked out with Coach Cool. He got me on a nice little routine. I stayed in the gym, worked out, took my, did my smoothies, did my shakes, ate good, baked food, grilled food, no fried, stayed
Hmm.
disciplined, stayed committed to the plan. And what happened? Now I'm out here looking like, the rock or somebody. You feel me?
Yeah,
So
man. Yeah, man. Your auntie don't want me to gain. Don't want me to get 200 pounds. It's
I,
crazy.
I ain't
But
gonna lie to you, like, you know, and that's understandable because you gotta think about it. You getting up in age, so
yeah, yeah,
they, you know, the doctors they have a different scale for us that when we get up in age, you gotta be a certain pound, so you could have a great healthy life. Which honestly, to me, I agree, but I disagree on it. But at the end of the day, if you're healthy, meaning you moving good, your skin looking good, you got energy, you feel me? Your spark's still there. That's healthy to me. You feel me? Like,
yeah.
I ain't saying go pig out, but eat what you like to eat,
Oh no, I can't. I can't, man. I can't go pick up like I used to, man.
Yeah,
I don't feel it no more.
yeah, yeah,
Like now I'm eating twice a day. Um, grill this, fish this.
yeah.
Different types of food. I'm just trying to experience different things so I can try to stay more healthy and and everything and keep my blood pressure down. That was a big thing to why I had this stroke. My blood pressure was too high.
Yeah,
In our family, we got high blood pressure.
yeah,
I would tell all my cousins, go to the doctor, get checked out. If you got high blood pressure, take the medication.
yeah,
Trust me, it helps. It helps. It helped me. Just do right. We getting older in age. We damn near almost 50. We getting older in age, so we got to take care of ourselves.
yeah. So yeah, when I turned a big Trey 5 this year in July. So I wound up, thinking about a lot of different things that I had to, partake in as far as health wise, injury wise, So me losing weight, like I dropped like probably 10 to 12 pounds so far. I've been trying my best to, keep on a certain eating routine and stuff like that. Like I'm gonna start back. My old eating habits used to be in the morning I drink water with like a trail mix. Afternoon I probably try to eat a salad, and then at night I have like probably like baked fish or baked chicken or something like that. Something that's not too heavy. You know, before 8. So that's my goal that I'm trying to set for myself right now.
Yeah.
Because I gotta get ready for, you feel me, next summer. Next summer I'll be turning 36. So I gotta get ready.
Yeah. Now, in the ABA do you have former NBA players that are in that league right now?
Sometimes, yeah, it depends on what region you in. Like it's a couple of ex NBA players and ex G League players, and it's a lot of overseas guys that plays in this league. The ones that couldn't get to that big show, a lot of them went ABA after the G League, you know, so they play in there. There's a couple of WNBA player brothers and relatives that play in the ABA,
Okay.
like what's that, Chelsea Mitchell? Her brother, we play against them this Saturday. They play for the Ohio Kings. So
Okay.
we play them this Saturday. We played against them last season. When I tell you, like, they're like fundamentally sound, like get to the basket, get to that spot on the floor, shots. It was, they gave us a run for our money, but we pulled off the win the first meet. After that, we met them on their turf and they wound up beating us. But this season, we wound up to pull out both matches against them this season.
Okay. So the offense they're running was kind of like a motion offense.
Yeah, so their offense, so the ABA offense is similar to overseas style play, run and
Gotcha.
gun. So it's a run and gun. You make the basket, you get the ball out. Ball come through the hoop, you can hurry up, take it out. As long as it's not a foul or like a out of bounds turnover. But it's same rules. It's like FIBA rules mixed with college and NBA rules. So
Okay.
it's a cluster of different rules mixed together, and it's one rule they have that I like. I love this rule. It's called a 3D rule. If you turn the ball over in the backcourt and we steal the ball from you guys after you try to bring it up the court, a 2 pointer becomes a 3 pointer, a 3 pointer becomes a 4 pointer, and if you shoot it from over
Okay.
behind half court, it turns into a 5 point shot.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, so you
Yeah,
know,
that's
I,
very
I
interesting.
yeah, I like it. It makes the game fun and interesting and good to watch for a lot of fans. This year we hope to have a lot more fans. Since we just getting acclimated to Fishers, Indiana. That's up north of Indianapolis.
Okay.
Probably like 20 minutes away from downtown Indianapolis.
Okay.
So yeah, we look forward to having more fans, and I hope this, being on live with you, help us as well.
Hey man, I'm just trying to give my family an opportunity, man, to talk about what's going on with y'all because
Yeah, yeah,
I'm talking to my cousins a lot, and I just want to see and hear what's going on with y'all. Just ask y'all some questions, because there may be some things that I don't know. Like when you tell me about the ABA and the rules, I didn't know that.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
very interesting.
No, for
So
real, it really is though, because a lot of people don't know. Like once upon a time, the ABA used to have NBA legends like Julius Erving, Moses
yes, sir.
Malone.
Yes, sir.
You feel me? So at the end of the day, they had legends in this league that the NBA had to come get in order to make the NBA great again. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
that's the
that's true.
crazy part. That's the
That's
history
true.
there. And a lot of people, don't sleep on the ABA. We have a lot of talent in the ABA. You know, like I'm not even just speaking just for my team. Like we the Hoosier State instigators, and my guys are very talented, very exciting to watch. But everybody else in the ABA is the same. We gotta have the same type of energy. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of people, if y'all come out, watch us on our streaming, watch us in real time, I promise you, y'all will become fans as well.
You heard it. You heard it from Cuz. Go check out those ABA games, man. They just as good as the NBA games. Go check them out. And hey, I'm sure you guys will be entertained.
So what you thinking about our Bears?
Oh man, you gonna get me started on the Bears, huh? Hey, you
I
asking me,
had
I'm gonna
to.
tell you. You asking me, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you like this, cuz Caleb Williams, I think, can be a good quarterback if he gets the fundamentals down. He gotta get his feet set in the pocket and throw the football off his front foot. Throw the football with good accuracy. Get it to the wide receivers.
Yeah,
If Caleb can do that, man, Caleb got it. Caleb got to get it mentally though in his head. He got to stop getting so frustrated in this play. He gets easily frustrated out there
yeah,
when things don't go his way. That's why I seen him, from him in the last game. Even though they won that game was crazy. In
it was.
the final minutes. But that game showed me a lot. That game showed me a lot they won against the Bengals.
Yeah,
That game showed me that if Caleb just get his mind right, all he needs is one good throw. Make one good throw, and you got it. That's all you need. Now, as far as the Bears defense, I'm not liking how the defense was looking, maybe because they had injuries. But
mhm.
front seven do not get pressure on the quarterback. They need a defensive end. Montez Sweat ain't really showed up, but he's been showing up for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah,
So, okay, that. But the Bears still need a good front seven. Now, Tremaine Edmonds has been playing like a Pro Bowler this year. He's had like four or five interceptions. So
hmm
he's actually been playing real good.
yeah,
So, you know, TJ Edwards is kind of, I don't know if he's getting on the older side of his age or whatever, but TJ Edwards have not really been doing much this year. Maybe he's been hurt or whatnot, so I really don't know. So I think the Bears linebackers are doing okay. Now the secondary is real banged up. Jalen Johnson is not out there right now. They picked up CJ Johnson Garner, I think it is. They just picked him up. That was Dennis Allen's ex-player.
Okay.
Dennis Allen, the defensive coordinator. That's his ex-player. He used to play safety for the Saints. So that's his ex-player. So, they recently picked him up. Hopefully that will get them the spot that they need on defense. To get the defense to get turnovers and whatnot. And just play Bears defense, Bears football.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
My my little synopsis on everything when it comes down to the Bears, you feel me? It's like Caleb Williams, like you said, could be a great quarterback if he stays grounded in the pocket, or if he makes the decision to get out of the pocket in time, because that rollout that he does has been plenty of times to where he has holes in the line to where that he can go straight through that hole and get some yards slide,
Yeah.
and he's second guessing himself, and you can see it. And that's a detrimental part of the game. Like, you have to be quick and on your toes to make these decisions. You can't drop so far back in the pocket and try to scramble out. Now you done lost yards, or you done threw an interception because you're trying to throw the ball away. Also, our O-line has to do a better job too, against these high quality defensive lines. It's like sometimes you have to bear down, so sometimes you see it in a game to where they get gassed. We as coaches have to look at that part. Like, hey, we're going to give him a break. Somebody come in, do this job. But everybody has to, like I tell my guys now, everybody has to have the same intensity as the starters. The starters can't just be the only one out the whole game. My subs got to come in with the same fire that's lit underneath the starters. You feel me? In order to get this job done.
Yeah, that's true, man. That is so true.
But they looking good so far. I like what I see, because it's all about progress. Everything is not going to be like right away. I understand it's going to be steps and movements, and it's levels to it. So I understand that. So like I tell everybody, I said, like any other Chicago team, it's been years. The Bulls went downhill for a while and tried to bounce back. And then it's been years that the Bears then went back to back, dud seasons, and now we bounce back and make it to the wild card. You see what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
it's just a progress. Just finding the missing pieces that's going to help us. And I honestly think if Caleb Williams get like a veteran quarterback that can coach him through some stuff, because sometimes what veteran quarterbacks can do that's better than coaches at times is relate to situations and give the right guidance instead of a frustrating back and forth match. You feel what I'm saying? Like, those are the things that tear down a team.
Yeah, the Bears got a veteran, Casey Keenum. Now, he was with the Broncos. He won a couple of games with the Broncos, and he actually played pretty good with the Broncos. So they actually got him as a veteran quarterback behind Caleb.
Yeah.
I just think Caleb got to get his frustrations out of the game and just get back to the fundamentals.
He got to learn how to express himself better.
Yeah, body language is the key, man. He also got to get his feet right, get his feet set, and just start the football.
Yeah. I look at it like this: as long as he don't do a tour on us, we good.
Okay, we got some comments in here, so let's pull up these comments real quick and see what people saying. So we got this first comment. Oh, okay, this is my mom.
What up, Auntie? What's up, Auntie?
Then we got Alan from the CNG podcast as well. Coming here saying, "Yo, what up, Alan?
What up? What up?"
Yeah, man. Hey, look, to all the CNG podcast fans, I know y'all disappointed I'm not doing football today, but hey, we can talk about the Bears on Sunday. Today, this week, I just wanted to make it my family week. Me coming back on the podcast, hosting. G Walker's been doing a hell of a job hosting it when I was out, and I just wanted to show the people out now I'm back. I want to get back into hosting these podcasts again, these shows again. Well, I'm just giving y'all that. I'm just giving y'all what I used to do and what I think I still can do. So if y'all disappointed that I'm not talking about football, or we're not talking about, well, we talking about football, we just don't have all the glitz and the glamours. G Walker does a good job producing. So I don't have a computer that he has. They got all the gadgets and whatnot, and to be the producer and whatnot. So this is the best I can give y'all. But yeah, man, I also want to say prayers to Jaden Daniels, man, that he can get his arm get better. That was a nasty hit that he took. And when he went out the game, I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels is out. Kid's a good talented quarterback. And a lot of people feel that the Bears should have got Jaden Daniels. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if that would have made a difference in the record, because the Bears did not have a good coaching staff last year at all. Caleb was out there fighting for his life, 66 sacks. When you out there just running around out there trying to get a playoff, man, coaching definitely helps.
Yeah,
we got another comment in here for Alan, so let's see what Alan got to say. Just be yourself. He said, just be yourself. My G, talk about whatever. Tired of his injury. Yeah, man, they've been showing that like constantly NFL Network, man.
Yeah, I just wish sometimes when injuries happen, they just briefly talk about it. You feel me? So, it's a lot of stuff, don't nobody want to relive that. You get what I'm saying? So it's hard for that part.
Yeah, it is, man. When you lose your independence, that's tough, man. That I had to deal with that on my stroke, man. Me losing my independence, me not being able to do what I want to do, drive, or to do any of that. So that's the biggest thing, man. I think the biggest thing for everybody is independence. When you can get up and do what you want to do and not have to depend on nobody to do it for you.
Yeah, most definitely. Definitely. So, shout out to Jaden. Hope he get well soon, man.
Yeah, man, get better. Even though you play for the Commanders and I can't stand y'all, get better, bro.
Say him and Juju, because she injured too.
Get better. But yeah, man, the Bears can actually turn it around and get in the first place this weekend. Now the Packers lost last week, and the Lions lost last week. Mm-hmm. So the Bears being 5-3, and the Lions being 5-3, and the Packers being 5-1. I think they 5-1-1, if I'm not mistaken. Yo, Alan, if you're in the comment section, let me know if that's correct. Are the Packers 5-1-1? Yeah, I think the Packers are 5-1-1. But yeah, the Bears can get back. The Bears get right back into it and get into first place, man. And all the team gotta do is just keep playing the way they've been playing. Get turnovers. Caleb gotta push the ball down the field, and that running game gotta keep going.
Yeah, they can't give up. They gotta stick to the plan.
Yeah, stick to the plan. man, and the special teams, I don't know what to say about y'all, man. Y'all played terrible last game.
Um, like I tell everybody, it's a one off game. They gonna get it back right.
Yeah, they need to. Special teams cannot play like they played the last game. That can't happen.
You're right though.
You giving up a kickoff return for a touchdown and you missing field goals. That can't happen. So hopefully the defense can get it together.
So yeah, I got faith with them. I got faith in them too. Hey, but what you think about the Mavericks?
Man, I think the Mavericks got still in Cooper Cup. That's why. Cooper Flag. Cooper Flag. I meant to say. Yeah, they got still in that kid. That kid plays with a lot of aggressiveness, man. He attacks the rim. He can shoot. He can dribble. He can block. I mean, that kid. I've been seeing that kid since high school. He's an outstanding talent.
He is. And the crazy part about it is that their lineup is ridiculous. Like Kyrie, AD, him. They got a nice little depth chart going. They got a nice little big man rotation going on. I'm looking for Dallas to come out the West this year.
I don't know, man, because I'm looking at AD, and my thing is, can AD stay healthy?
That's true.
They're gonna need AD to be healthy. Them to get the playoff for him. So I mean, I like Dallas too and their potential with Kyrie and KD and those guys, but can they stay healthy? Because Kyrie was hurt too last year as well.
Yeah, he finished off the season hurt. If Kyrie would have never got hurt and AD would have never got hurt, it would have been some trouble.
Yeah, they definitely would have been some trouble, man. If they would have had their momentum going into this season with Cooper Flag, they probably would have been undefeated all the way.
Yeah. But this season, everybody has got a nice little even situation going on,
Yeah.
The only thing that kind of threw me for a loop was that 7-team trade deal with KD. That's the only thing that kind of threw me for a loop.
Yeah, but I kind of see that going because LA, it was going through owner changes, and Jenny Buss, I think she sold the team to the owner now that owns the LA Lakers now. So I kind of see something coming when she was selling the team. So I kind of knew it was either going to be LeBron leaving or AD leaving.
Yeah, somebody had to go.
LeBron got the bigger name, so they had to keep LeBron.
Yeah.
They got his son there, so they got all that. So they had to keep that going. So yeah, KD was going to be out the door. AD was going to be out the door regardless.
Yeah, AD, they was just so skeptical on his injury. Like, he just, and it's sad because I tell a lot of people, when you're taller, you're prone to more injuries, And, like, don't get me wrong, anybody can get injured, but in the NBA or NFL, when you're bigger, taller, and the way that you move, you're going to sustain more injuries than others, Yeah. Look at what happened to Zion before he dropped them pounds a little bit. The less weight on his knees, the more he's gonna be good. AD, he's just at a point to where he's getting older. So he just gotta make sure he maintains, strengthen everything up, and get back to it. Because I ain't gonna lie to you. I miss seeing the glimpse of AD when he was with the Pelicans, when him and Boogie was getting to it.
Yeah, that was that was my favorite team. That was my favorite team back then, man, the Pelicans.
I'm trying to tell you, I used to play 2K when they was on 2K together. I used to dog boys on there.
that was a good team, man. And who knows Who knows what AD and Boogie Cousins could have been? Who
Man,
knows, bro?
so that's when Boogie was playing a point guard slash forward,
Yeah,
throwing lobs and behind the back passes.
yeah, he was a beast, man. And I just think he just never. I just think he just kept getting injured, just couldn't get his mind right.
Yeah, like Boogie, Boogie was, just like Draymond, he was a scorer and an enforcer. You feel me? So it's like, to me, I just felt like throughout the years when he got older and got traded to different teams, his role changed to where I got to be the dominant or the enforcer. But I think, I don't like sometimes how the league goes when it shuns people off, good players off. I'm like, yo, like just give them some, mental health. Mental health is everything. If
Yeah,
you
but
feel
you
like
know what? Teams don't want to be given. Teams don't even want to be dealing with that because they feel like
liability,
they feel like it's a, I don't know if they feel like it's a time of wasted. They just don't want to deal with it. But they do not like dealing with players with mental health.
they don't, because it's like, at times they could, you don't know which way they could go. And that's understandable. They feel like it's a liability. But at the end of the day, great players. Like, look at M. Beasley. You feel me? Like, Michael Beasley, great
But, yeah,
player.
that dude, yeah, he's talking
Great
about,
player.
man.
You feel me? Like, the one-on-one challenges that I be seeing, like the one with him and Lance, the one that, the 3-on-3 they had, the big three match they had, him and Lance played against, I forgot who they played against, but they was going back and forth. Like, it's amazing to see, like, yo, like, he could still be in the league. I said, just if somebody gave him a chance, somebody gave him a chance and bet on him, like he learned a lesson that he had to learn because, sometimes being a hothead don't help time. You feel me? So, if he, and he even admitted, like, people try to talk to him that was vets in the game and say, hey, you gotta chill. But, when you grow up a certain way, not knowing when the next meal gonna come and stuff like that, it does something to you. It makes you hungry. But at the end of the day, he wasn't, at times, some people wasn't humble at times, and you got to have a humbling experience to understand, like, yo, I messed up, but let me try to get it back and let me do it the right way this time, and that's really what it is.
Yeah, that's true, man, no doubt. Yeah, but definitely, I would like to see more NBA teams, kind of start helping out the players that deal with mental health, because mental health, you get depressed and you get it's tough, man. It's a tough thing to deal with. And I've done that myself. It's tough to get out of. When you don't have family supporting you and family behind you.
Yeah. You don't have you feel me? Like I tell a lot of people, I said sometimes, I went to this training I had to do for work today, and NFL player, he was one of the speakers. His name is Robert Jackson. He used to play for the Vikings, back when we were younger, and he was like, hey, he said, your motivation comes from you. Your motivation comes from what you strive for. That's all it is. You can't keep serving everybody else until you serve yourself. You got to pour into yourself first before you can pour into anything else. And when you don't pour into self, nothing comes out the good way. So it goes to say that we as individuals have to make sure we are okay when can't nobody else ask us, are we okay?
Right.
We too busy asking everybody, you good? You straight? So, sometimes you gotta be like, hey, let me bag back. Let me see what's good for me and what's not good for me. Let me see if this person is good for my peace. That's that when come to protect your peace come in.
As okay, Alan with another comment here. He says, as men, we all have some downtimes. Talk about it helps. Yeah, man, that is definitely true, Alan. Talking about it does help because some people just I don't know if some people just don't know how to get themselves out of it. To say, okay, let me take a breather. Let me pause a little bit. Okay, then let me come back. Some people don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
So talking about it and being heard and getting your voice out, that's good.
Yeah,
But
you
I can tell you, man, when I had my stroke and I went to the conference hospital, bro, I was depressed and everything because I didn't see my family for like a couple of days. I felt I was all alone. I felt by myself, and my mom had overheard the doctors and the nurses talking that they wanted to give me some depression pills, and she was like, "No, you're not giving my son no depression pills." And she told me, she said, "Hey, you gotta start talking. You gotta start being active and start doing stuff." I said, "All right." So I started doing that, and I mean, it helped me, a bit. So talking and being active does help you get out of that funk and get out of that mode.
yeah, so like I said, a lot of people I said, us is, us as men is, we're taught to, as far as emotions and stuff like that, to hold that in and you feel me? And be strong for other people and other individuals, be a provider, do this, be that, you know. And, today it was said, it's okay not to be okay. It's
Mm-hmm.
okay as a man to have a breakdown moment. It's okay to sometimes feel vulnerable in certain situations and aspects of life. You're a human being. You're not no other entity but yourself. So at the end of the day, when it comes down to certain things, you know, the person that you feel comfortable with the most, you talk to, or, a group of your guys, you sit down and holler at them and tell them like, yo, I'm not all right, you know, and I'm okay with it, but, I'm letting you guys know like, yo, I need help. If you guys can help me talk it out, whatever, solutions, whatever, let's do that. Because sometimes, talking to mom, talking to dad, talking to brother, sister, cousin, auntie, sometimes that don't give you exactly what you want because it's family. So sometimes family gonna tell you what you want to hear instead of what you need to hear. You know what I'm saying? So all in all, it comes with a sensation of freeness. Now you like, hey, I feel better. I got it out. Because
Right.
sometimes, like mom used to tell me, people always think because you've been all right, you always gonna be all right. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so that's how I normally go, and that's understood. Like I had to understand her at a sense because yeah, at one point in life, mom, I felt like superwoman to me. You feel me? When I was younger, mom's a superwoman to me. You get what I'm saying? Even now,
Yeah.
she pulls off unthinkable things that you would never understand. She
Right.
she she try to keep things grounded, so I try my best to help out from time to time when I can or whatever the case is. You know, Sometimes I have stuff, go on that I think about or I feel and I don't talk about. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I understand exactly how it feels to her, to you, to anybody else that battles that. You get what I'm saying? Because it's a sense like you don't want to nobody to use what you got going on against you. You don't want nobody to think you weak or soft or anything like that. But at the end of the day, you have to, and it's gonna sound cliche. You're gonna have to man up and handle your business.
Yeah. Yeah.
Talk it out, get it out, so you can flush that thought, drain that thought, and get back to being you.
Yeah, man. And You know, a lot of people that I'm gonna just say there's a lot of people that have strokes. I feel sorry for them because their significant others leave. I'm in this stroke group on Facebook, and man, those stories be sad as hell, man. You know, you got people that were married, and this significant other had a stroke, and that person just wind up leaving them. You know, all because they feel, you know, maybe feel that they're not gonna get back to their former selves. Maybe they're financially scared. I don't know, but yeah, man, it's just crazy. But at least I can say I'm thankful to have my mom, to having you know, Nydia here, you know, my significant other here, helping out, and man, the transition just been real good.
Yeah.
So man, my prayers go out to everybody that's dealing with a stroke. My prayers go out for everybody that's going through going through therapy, grinding, you know, getting it and doing what they got to do. Cause it's a tough road. It's real tough.
No, it is. Trust me, I definitely understand. It's definitely a hard road. It's hard to swallow at times because you so, like you said, you so used to depending on self that now when you depend on others, it's hard because you've been so independent that when now you have to depend on other people, it feels weird. It feels off. You
Yeah,
know, I can't come and go as I please without
right.
me feeling some type of way. I can't move around and do certain things. You feel me? So most definitely.
Yeah, for real. But man, we appreciate the one person that's watching on YouTube. And yo, if you're watching this on YouTube, please like the video. If you're watching it on Facebook, like the video. But yeah, man, just me and my cousin, we just chatting it up, man. Just like barbershop talk. We just chatting it up with y'all, and you know, just talking about our thoughts and whatnot.
Yeah, most definitely. So but yeah, man, you know, uh like I was saying earlier though, but you know, I think our season gonna be a great season this season, you know. We plan on going further than what we did last season, you know.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of talent, a lot of great guys, and you know, I want them to understand, you know, it's gonna be a journey, you know. But at the end of the day, we gotta fight together in order to succeed.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true, man. But hey, cuz, I just want to say I'm glad that you're doing what you love to do, being around basketball and coaching, doing your thing, man. And just keep doing what you're doing, bro. Whatever your goals are, reach them and just work hard with it.
Oh yes, so you
You
know
know?
I have to.
Yeah. Hey, man, I'm gonna just say this. You know, we got high blood pressure in the family. I don't know how much you're going to the doctor, but just go, bro. Just go, and if you got high blood pressure, get the medication and just stay on it. You know, I know the medication, it can make your body, you know, constipated. I know people don't want to be dealing with that and everything, but it will help you get the blood pressure down. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's good. That's good that y'all doing the coaching. I know your mom was doing that for a long time, but you doing what was that you was doing? You was damn, I can't think of it. Yeah, I'm trying to think. You wasn't doing high school ball. You was doing. I'm trying to think. Damn.
What you mean, coaching or playing?
No, like playing. You was
Oh yeah, mom's been coaching me since AAU.
Yeah, AAU. That's what I meant to say. AAU.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. He been coaching me like from seventh grade all the way up. AAU, on down breaks from high school ball. Uh, I didn't play behind D Rose. I played against D Rose. Um, it's a lot of different players that I didn't met. You know, having this basketball thing going. And it's great. And the commodity of it is amazing. The love that you get for. Like I played in the speech tournament watching Greg Oden and them play. You know,
Okay.
so so I was just a freshman at the time. Watching them play. So it was like it's pretty cool. Mom's bumped back into him. What was that? He was at Butler University down here. We was coming to see like a practice for the Pro Am league that we was going to be in, and come to find out he was the head coach at the time.
Okay.
So
Okay.
they chopped it up a little bit while I was at work. She video called me, everything, and he said what up. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool that y'all able to talk to former players in the league, and that's a pretty good experience. Get to chop it up with them, get to learn some things. And man, have you talked to any former NBA players besides Greg Oden?
Not recently. What's that? Andre Owens? That's one of my guys. We chop it up from time to time when I see him at the men's league and whatnot. And when he comes to some of the practices, he comes to some of the practices and we scrimmage. He'll scrimmage against with some of his guys. And then what's that? Jeff Teague. I bumped into him
Okay.
on Sunday. They played against a team before we played. Kind of, chopped it up a little bit because he got his podcast too.
Yeah. I've seen this podcast.
Yeah, so a couple of them I chop it up from time to time. I see them every other Sunday, if not every Sunday, when we go up there to play at the men's league. But yeah, to me they still got it. To me I feel like half of them should never even left the league. But that's my opinion. To them, it was probably this their time. They want to spend time with family and stuff like that. Because I understand being on the road for back-to-back games and back-to-back days. I already understand. You gonna miss family. You gonna miss home. You gonna miss your kids. Mom and daddy, whatever.
Yeah.